Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to take a look at the market and see what is going on and why isn't the market breaking down or going up? Well, first off, let's mention the open and the ETH. In the ETH auction, we have the market coming down to test 4410. Now, 4410 was a previous area, naked volume point of control, that we had tested twice in the past and rejected higher. So we tested it once on 629. At the open, we tested it and then rejected higher immediately. And then 710 in ETH, we came down, tested it, and then also rejected higher. Now, today, ETH, we also did a similar thing where we come down near that 410 area and reject off of it. Now, what's going on at the open? Now, if we take a look at the open today, we opened higher in range, meaning above yesterday's settlement, and we're still inside yesterday's range. So we opened here, higher in range. Yesterday's settlement was 44.20, and we opened up here around 33. So looking at the open, we can see buyers come in. We can see the market go up, has been going up from 44.10 ETH. Market goes up with the VPOC, with volume, but then price goes down and then goes back up, but then volume point of control shifts down. What we're seeing, and also a rejection from the test from below on the VPOC. And then it shifts, the VPOC shifts down again. This is looking like a balance with a skew downward. So at the open, we're anticipating some balance in these nodes here, these volume nodes, and price can rotate around, come down to a low price, and possibly go back to the mean, go back up. So we're cautious on our shorts that the price might come back up to here, let's say 33, test and go back down. So if you're looking to short, you got to be cautious of what's going on, the balance, because it could come up and stop you out. But these are Trader Lab shorts right here. VPOC shift, test, short, shifts down again. This short you can ride down, but we're still anticipating some balance here, so we're using caution. Now, price does actually come up and check 33. Could have came up, checked 34, but we can actually see some exhaustion here. Our point is what's going on with the market? Why isn't it going higher? Why isn't it going lower? Well, if we're taking a look at the context at the open from ETH, which was up, either short covering or buyers, one of the two, either way, market was going up. Now, the open is telling us another thing. Balance with the skew possibly downwards. Now, what's the higher time frame context? Well, market has been going down, right? We could say that the trend is a down trend. So we're aligning with the higher time frame. We're also aligning with the intraday time frame context as well. Now, as we fast forward here, we see another VPOC shift down, and this is just strong selling. Take a look at this. These are market orders hitting hitting the market sell button. Now, these icebergs are just picking this thing up all along the way down. And these sellers are just selling right through it. Very slow, grindy, choppy. You can see the icebergs just coming in here and executing, and the sellers coming in here. But why? Why exactly? What's going on behind the scenes? Well, hold on. Well, what's happening behind the scenes is the options market. And what we can see is the put wall is right around here, around 14.5-ish. We can also see combo level 1 as well. Now, not necessarily that these icebergs are buying into that right now, but what is the first target on the short? The first target is yesterday's naked volume point of control. Also, microcomposite VPOC. Now, we don't know if these icebergs are front running the yesterday's naked volume point of control, but what we can see is short covering right here once it hits this 4420 level, yesterday's naked volume point of control, and it rotates back up, balance. You can realign with the short, looking for the long, might come up to 31-ish, and it doesn't. It just goes up to VWAP back to VPOC. Same here, VWAP back to VPOC. So outside edge, rotating back to the mean or balance, and same thing here, outside edge, back to the mean. Very heavy selling still amidst this whole downtrend type move. Now, we're still looking for south, and notice the price never actually got up to volume point of control or VHVN. Price never got up there. Okay. Now, VPOC shifts down again right here. Price fluctuates and then ultimately takes a dive. Price comes back, tests high volume. And then now it goes this time to 15, which is combo level 1 and also the put wall. And we also have large gamma strike here as well. So behind the scenes, that's what's going on. 4410 is the target. We still want to test this 2 times naked volume point of control, which has been tested in the past. We're looking for it to test now in RTH, but still having trouble with icebergs front running the put wall. Let's take a look from the open at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We could just see icebergs buying this thing all the way, all this morning, and they're still executing. Now no way to tell what the liquidity down here is doing, but it looks like it possibly acting as a magnet. Also 4410 level. Price is still rejecting off of it. So put wall, combo level 1, also lower weekly expected move. Okay. And the lower weekly expected move and the upper weekly expected move are calculated during the weekend, Friday after hours, and this is what we calculated. Put walls here, combo level 1 is here, also 4410 naked volume point of controls are here. Now, this doesn't mean that we can't go to the outside edge of this higher time frame node. this naked volume point of control, the outside of this node so where's the outside edge on this larger distribution? Well, right now we're in ES on a higher time frame on the daily chart. Now 4410 is the naked volume point of control, which is right around the low of the day right here, as we can see. Now this is the distribution that we're looking at. Now the outside edge on the low end would be down here, 43.99, so 4,400 roughly. Okay, now does it mean that 4410 is going to hold like a rock just because the put wall is here? This thing can easily come right back outside to 4,400, which is very possible. Now the lower daily expected move right here, 43.90 roughly. Combo level 5, not really a strong combo level, but lower daily expected move, micro composite high volume node here. Very possible that price might come and check 43.85 today. We might even see 44.15 act as resistance. Let's say if price comes down, checks lower daily expected move, and reverses back up, we might anticipate a squeeze, but where? Maybe the put wall. It's also a light high volume node as well. And by that time, we'll see where VPOC, mid, and VWAP are at that time. As I was recording this, we can see the retracement back up to VWAP, mid, VPOC, picking some stops here, some aggressive buying, and another stop pick again for the IB continuation trade. Now, this is what we were anticipating, a stop pick or continuation lower. Possibly to break this liquidity at 44.10 and a possible move to the outside edge, which would be 4,400, and maybe low of day at 43.90 roughly, or 85. Just wanted to point this out and say that this was actually happening while I was making the video. So this is the IB continuation trade right here after the stop pick. There was a failure, IB failure, where price comes back inside of balance right here. We anticipate the stop pick above VWAP mid, taking out weak shorts, picks VPOC as well, goes back up and does the same thing, exhausts, and then we have another IB continuation short at these highs here or here, and looking for low of day and maybe lower outside edge. Imagine if we get above these sellers, the squeeze will probably be on. It is hard to say what we might see later in the day, but this is what we're working with, the put wall. And that's why the market's having some issues here, and that's why you see icebergs just executing long. Maybe getting out of their shorts from 4,600, or who knows? We'll never really know. But this is what we're working with, and yeah, thank you for viewing. In case you were wondering, hopefully this helps. And I have these levels on my chart all the time. If you want any questions, ask just in the Discord, and I'll be able to help you out and let you know where all the levels are. Our upper daily expected move is sitting here at 44.47 roughly, and we'll see if we get up there or not. That was a little higher. That was also yesterday's initial balance low. Imagine getting back up there and squeezing some of those. And also volatility trigger 44.75. These are just things to keep an eye out for. Well, all right. Good luck, and hopefully this helped out a little bit. Still anticipate maybe some of this liquidity getting soaked up, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully this helps. Thank you.